now. It's the 50th anniversary of the moon landing today, which we'll be talking about in much more detail a little bit later on. But you do know we love a theme around here.
Yes, Chrissy Gibson from Take the Cake joins us, and today we're making the American dessert, moon pie. Good morning to you, Chrissy.
Good morning.
Can we just start by saying what a stunning cake you have created for the day that's in it?
Brilliant.
It tastes better than it looks. Well, you know, moon pies are not actually a pie at all. They're cookies.
Okay.
So, there's a few steps to them. This is a traditional Southern dessert. So if you grew up in Louisiana or Tennessee, you would have grown up with moon pies.
I've heard about it. And
I've heard as well.
Referred to.
They definitely...
Are they kind of like the American wagon wheel?
Yeah, they're like the wagon wheel, and the flavors are more like s'mores. You've heard of s'mores?
S'mores, yes. Yeah.
Graham cracker, chocolate, marshmallow, that flavor combination. And these were definitely served when they launched the Apollo 11, and they're also traditional at Mardi Gras.
Really?
So I'm starting, guys, by mixing up 170 grams of soft butter.
Okay.
80 grams of light muscovado sugar.
Okay.
And 70 grams of golden syrup. We're starting by making our cookie. And if you get the cookie right, these will be great.
Okay.
The cookie's important. We're going for a great texture. We're going for that golden graham texture, the graham cracker texture, but we don't have graham crackers here, we have digestives. So we're gonna be adding some digestive crumbs in a few minutes.
And are they similar, digestives, to graham crackers?
Yeah, that's kind of our
It's that
favorite.
crunchy texture.
So we're gonna mix these up with a little bit of vanilla extract, about nearly a teaspoon, maybe 4 mils of vanilla. And then to this, we're gonna add 200 grams of self-rising flour and 160 grams of those finely ground digestive biscuit crumbs, okay? And then to this, we're gonna add just about a half a teaspoon, maybe 3 grams of baking powder, the same amount of bread soda, baking soda, just 3 grams, and then about 4 grams of salt, 5 grams of salt, and then just a pinch of cinnamon, literally a pinch.
Okay.
All right, so we'll mix that up, and we're gonna add this dry mixture to the butter, sugar, vanilla, and golden syrup.
You can smell that cinnamon already. It's just gorgeous.
It's delicious.
Yeah.
It's just adding that traditional graham cracker flavor. Okay, this is the digestive crumbs and the cinnamon are what's gonna make our cookies look and feel and taste like graham crackers.
Okay.
All right, so we're gonna just mix that up. The last thing that we're gonna add to this cookie is milk, just full-fat milk, 35 mils of it, all right? And don't forget to add that. I forgot to add that once, and my cookies turned out too dry.
Okay. So that'll be the binding agent, essentially.
Yeah, there's no egg. There's no egg.
There's no egg, okay.
This is the binding agent.
So it's the golden syrup and the milk.
Yep, and then butter.
And butter, of course.
That's our fat.
A whole lot of butter.
No eggs, but these are not at all vegan. Yeah, so this is our cookie. It's a really simple dough. What we're gonna do now is just spoon that out over onto a greased surface. Okay, you can either use paper or, you know, just your countertop with some flour on top. Okay. And what I like to do is I like to chill this for like maybe an hour.
So would you wrap it in cling film and chill it for an hour?
I would, but at the same time, I don't always have time to do that, and I'm a slightly impatient baker, so I'll save steps wherever I can. We want to roll this out. It doesn't have to be perfect. Roll it out no thicker than, say, a centimeter, okay? And we're gonna use about a 2-inch cookie cutter. If you don't have a cookie cutter, just grab maybe a drinking glass. If you have a drinking glass that has a thin rim, not too wide, that'll work. Okay. But don't use a cookie cutter that's too big, because your moon pies are gonna turn out huge. They're surprisingly big. You see the size on those? That's this size cookie.
So they spread in the oven, obviously, do they?
They do. They rise a tiny bit, and also when you add that chocolate at the end, they really get big. You don't think they're going to get as big as they do.
And I suppose when you're rolling out the dough, it's really important for consistency to keep the same centimetre of thickness.
Yes.
So otherwise, some will be cooked, some won't.
What I'll do is I'll roll this out once.
Yeah.
I'll get the size and width that I want, and then I'll roll some more out, okay? So what we're gonna do is put these in the oven, 160 degrees Celsius, for about 10 minutes, maybe 9, all right? Here we have some that are baked already. And you can see here that I did some with a 3-inch cookie cutter, and you can see how they're a little bit bigger. These, if we were to dip these in the chocolate, they're going to turn out huge.
Okay.
But anyway,
That's okay with us.
Yes, we're
hey,
fine with that.
big is good. The thing
No
though
complaints.
is that you know how sometimes when you get a store-bought chocolate, it's sort of got that plasticky quality, and no matter how long you hold the chocolate, it's not going to melt in your fingers.
Yes.
Okay, these will melt. We're
Okay.
using real chocolate
So
today, fresh
consume
chocolate.
quickly.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
we're
I
fine
don't
with that.
actually like them too big because then I'm holding on to it too long.
Yeah.
Sure.
So now
What's
we're
the
going
next
to take
step?
our cooled cookies, let them cool on the tray, don't touch them. 15 minutes they're going to cool, and we take marshmallow cream. All right? Marshmallow cream is a product in a jar that you can buy in, it's an American product that's imported,
Yeah.
so it's kind of dear here, but you can buy it in certain candy shops in city center. There's also a very posh store on Grafton Street that sells it on the top floor.
And if you can't get your hands on it, can you just melt your own marshmallows?
They just go too stringy,
really,
don't they?
yeah, you really kind of can't do that. So what I've done on your website, I've offered an alternative recipe for marshmallow cream. It's slightly complicated. You need a candy thermometer, that kind of thing. I recommend looking for this.
Okay.
A lot of grocery stores in Dublin
Yeah, I've seen it in
have American
supermarkets.
sections.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so you can find jars of marshmallow cream there. You can make other things with marshmallow cream. This is a dip for strawberries that is fantastic. Dig in. You've got to try one of those. Just take a
This
strawberry,
here?
dip it into
We don't
the
need to
dip.
be asked twice.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is a strawberry dip that you make with marshmallow cream with 3 ingredients. It's marshmallow cream, 1 jar, and then 1 container of cream cheese and 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. That's it. So there's more than one thing you can do with marshmallow cream. And in the States, I grew up with fluffernutter sandwiches, which is, you know, marshmallow cream and peanut butter.
And do you use the
everybody is
marshmallow
going,
cream
"Oh, God."
straight out of the jar, Chrissy?
Yeah. This
Yeah,
is just
like
a
into your
jar.
mouth?
This is just a jar of marshmallow cream, okay? So actually, this is a little more than a jar. This
Okay.
is about, I don't know, maybe 300 ounces.
This is sticky, isn't it?
It's very sticky, so I'm putting on gloves. If you ladies want to make one, I put some gloves over there for you, but you don't have to. So here we've got our first cookie. If you put in too much marshmallow cream, it's going to go all over the place. You see, I've got a couple of messy ones here. It's because they slide. So you
Okay.
want to keep them kind of neat if
That's
you
the
can.
fun of it, though, isn't it? Especially if children are involved in making.
Kids love
Yeah, they love
making
it.
these. Just for when you make these, grease-proof paper is your friend, and latex gloves is your friend. Okay, so here we have. How many grams of chocolate did I do? 450 grams. And then here we have about 25 mils of vegetable oil. We're going to add that oil so that when it comes time to cool these moon pies, we don't have a really cracky chocolate. That's really bad English, but do you know what I mean? So the chocolate isn't going to crack and fall apart all over the place.
Oh, like flake, yeah.
Yes.
You know, so this will keep our chocolate neat. So now we've got our melted chocolate.
What kind of chocolate do you use?
I use dark chocolate. If you prefer milk chocolate, you can do milk chocolate or dark chocolate. Either way, they're fabulous. They're really delicious. To coat your cookies, you can either put your cookies out on a piece of grease-proof paper, or you can and then just pour the chocolate on
over it,
top.
yeah.
Or you can dip your chocolate straight in. And do you know what I like to do? I like to dip my chocolate straight in. This way, I get the bottom coated. If you put your cookie on the paper
Okay.
and pour it over, you're not going to have any chocolate on the bottom.
Well, that's much easier anyway.
And then you're
even if you have the gloves.
you're missing out. Yeah, this is easier. And like I said, the gloves are your friends.
Can we dig in and try one?
Yes,
Please
we're running
do.
out of
We're
time
running out
there,
of time.
Chrissy.
Please
Definitely
do.
want
Break
to
this in
taste.
half.
Now,
Laura.
it's traditional to have
your own.
cola with your, actually, I've got one here for you too. It's traditional to have cola. You might need a napkin, so grab a napkin.
Okay, this looks absolutely
If
delicious.
this doesn't raise your blood sugar enough,
Okay.
have a glass of cola with it, because that's the traditional way to do it.
I suddenly feel like I'm 12.
I know.
They're so
At a birthday
good.
party.
Aren't they yummy?
They are so good, Chrissy.
And so yeah, you've got the same flavors as s'mores there.
Like that
And-
marshmallow cream, I'm going hunting for that.
Yeah, you should find
Delicious.
it.
Pleasure as always having
That
you
is
there.
just
Thank
so
you.
comforting.
Isn't that great?
Yeah.
Gorgeous, Chrissy.
We need
Thank
another
you.
to confirm that.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll taste test at the break. Right, the full recipe is up on our website, or you can check out Chrissy's own website, takethecake.ie, for more details.